Father, help us be in your words, not mine. In Jesus' name we pray. What's up, guys? Welcome, Lauren Pritchard. Just doing a little update, James Casbolt update. Thank you guys so much for coming through last night. My phone was ringing off the hook. Appreciate it very much. He seems to be feeling better today. Has plans for tomorrow. That's good. Someone had made a comment, and I appreciate it, saying like, well, if you were not, a lot of people criticism, if you were not like aligned with the dark side, then they can't attack you. But I mean, people need to understand, for the biology of the situation, some people don't have a choice before they make their way out. They just are biologically ingrained with these people, and they don't have a choice before they make their way out. So massive, massive attack on the way out. And it's not being in covenant with witches or warlocks. Even myself, there's a phenomenon where they clone us and then they can torture the clone. So even myself, I've recently, it was on 11/11, and this has happened to me before, where it felt like someone drove a stake through my heart, because I believe that they're doing something to the clones. They're torturing the clones, and then the human feels the astral pain of that torture. I couldn't sleep on my side. Most people would call the ambulance, right? Most people would call and go to the hospital, but I knew better. I know better. This is not the first time this has happened. And that was not the first time that's happened to him. They did that to him, I think, right when he went into prison. They shut all his shit down, and he survived that. So naturally, he was going to survive again. So appreciate all the love and support. Had a good day today. Went to church. I have a great church. It's like non-denominational. They praise and worship Jesus, and it's a very mystical church. They really use the power of the Spirit, always pointing people to accepting and getting into the Spirit, like getting out of the ego and into the Spirit. And it seems to really transform people. I mean, it's been enough to keep me there for 2 years. I've been a part of this church, and people are very loving and supportive and understanding. And it's a really powerful church. Just did a little shopping and then visited with my neighbor who hasn't been doing well. So it makes me feel good to visit with her. And funny, we have this thing in common. It's like, what are we supposed to do, as people? Fellowshipping on TikTok, as I usually do, it seems like a lot of people are looking forward to better days. Like, a lot of people are just like, let's just like have better days. The rapture was a weapon and a threat, and it's likely plausible for, as in Revelation describes, 144,000 people. That's a very unrecognizable amount of people. I mean, if 144,000 people seemingly go missing during a genocide event where they plan on wiping out 2/3 of the population through their own karmic doing, through parasites and nanotech and poison and greed and lust and sin, 144,000 people going in the rapture is not a very noticeable amount of people. But I don't think that this world was meant to be a total loss. I don't think God didn't put us here to make this world a total loss. So we continue on, right? We continue to pave the way. We continue to share God's love, and we continue to persevere. We don't just sit and wait. We don't just sit in non-action. So we continue on. And the power and protection of God, his will be done, right? Source God, his will be done. Nothing can get in the way of that. So we continue on. I mean, what can they do? Shoot down the plane? They can't shoot down the plane. What can they do? Stop me from getting my passport renewed? They can't do that. If they even try, it won't work. So all good things to share with you. Look forward to better days. I'm going to take this planet over, make it our bitch. Why wouldn't we? It's just what we were here to do. And everyone just wants love, you know? Like everyone just needs love. Everyone just needs to be with the people that they love. That's all. That's it. That's it. That's all. And that's God's will for our lives. So rest happy in that. I know a lot of wonderful people came through and I want to see them in real life. I want to meet them. I want to be with them, right? I want to share just every ordinary day life. Just be freaking normal. Just be ordinary. That's magic. You know why witches are so angry is because they're not pulling, not just witches, but like people who are not for God, or they're bamboozled and they're pulling energy from something that requires some kind of sacrificial soul. Like they create things out of this black magic, and they have to be a slave to black magic in order to make things happen. But when you are free from the black magic, when you are free from the archons, when you're free from all of that garbage, everything you do is magic. That's why these people hate us, is because they chose to draw from and who knows what the hell are they doing? It's like it cannibalizes itself, and they didn't realize that. So before it's too late, I hope they realize that you're just drawing power from a slave source. But when you're free, everything you do is magic. Every single thing you do and say is magic. This is why the enemy, quote unquote enemy, however you want to identify it, hates us, is because everything you do is magic. Just walking up on your own 2 feet and living life is magic. Pursuing the will of God is magic, and it's fully protected by all that is, and nothing can get in the way of that. The currency is the faith. Having faith. You lose, okay, if money is just faith, you lose faith. You lose money in fear. Fear is going to drain your energy, drain your bank account. Faith is money. Faith is the currency. Fear is going to drain all of that from you. There's no place for fear in this world. This is why I'm sort of an anomaly, where I never had fear. I was born without it, and it was a deep inconvenience to a lot of people trying to disrupt God's will. It was a deep inconvenience to them. Fear is a foreign feeling to me, because I was indoctrinated since a toddler to have no fear. I can't die. This time around, I'm not going to die. I'm not going to be suicided. I'm not going to suicide myself. I'm not going to be murdered. It's not going to happen. That's not God's will for this era, the end of the era, the end of the age. So connect yourself to that love and assurance and faith, and then disconnect from everything else. That's all it is. People are so focused on sin, they're not focused on God. Focus on God, the sin will take care of itself. You're focused on being in fear of being in sin, there's too much energy going to fear. Just focus on God and love. Just focus on that. And everything else works itself out, because that's the only way God would have it. All right, that's that. You're the right kind of people. Love you all so much. Check you later. Talk to you again really soon. And thank you so much.